Hello and welcome to the Backlog Odyssey. I'm Patrick, and this time around we're taking a look at a game that puts the shoot-'em-up homebrew scene all up in your PS4, Fast Striker. Fast Striker was originally developed in 2010 by the German-based indie developer NEO Dev as a homebrew release for both the NEO GEO MVS and AES as well as the Dreamcast, which is super cool and also shockingly expensive, well, at least for the NEO GEO carts. Ringing up at about €429 or just under $500 a piece, these babies would have most certainly left a crater-sized hole in your wallet. Luckily, NEO Dev teamed up with Eastasiasoft and ported this shoot-'em-up gem to the PlayStation 4 and Vita in 2018, at a much more reasonable price I might add. And if you prefer curvy Blu-ray discs to cold digital releases, then you're in luck, because there's also a physical edition available exclusively from PlayAsia, and I want to thank Eastasiasoft for sending me a review copy of this game. This timely critique wouldn't have been possible without it. Fast Striker is a 2D vertically scrolling shoot-'em-up, where you take control of 3 different fighter pilots with their own unique shot patterns and scoring strategies. You'll be dodging and shooting your way through 6 action-packed stages in hopes of, and this is pure speculation, saving the universe and gloating to your friends about your high scores. After playing my fair share of shoot-'em-ups, including my recent time with Fast Strikers, I've come to the conclusion that a good shoot-'em-up is not complicated. All one needs are tight controls and an intuitive scoring system. You can throw all the bells and whistles you want in a game like this, and all you're going to do is muddy the waters. I think NEO Dev knew that because Fast Striker is a responsive and fast-paced piece of eye candy that anybody can pick up and play and enjoy. Not to say Fast Striker is devoid of complexity either, which any good shoot-'em-up also needs, but you don't need to be an expert in neuroscience to appreciate it. It's accessible for those who could care less about high scores and just want to dodge the odd pink bullet or two, but also has just enough depth that it should whet the thirst of the hardest of hardcore shoot-'em-up fans. Of course, NEO Dev also gives you the ability to crank that difficulty all the way up to 11 with Omake mode, so you can live out all your masochistic bullet hell fantasies. And no game like this would be complete without an abundance of bright, flashy visuals and thumping techno music either, which Fast Striker delivers on in spectacular style. With visuals that'll rival some of the best shoot-'em-ups of the 90s, Fast Striker could easily go toe-to-toe with the likes of Cave's Dodonpachi or Saibu Kahatsu's Raiden 2. And those pre-rendered CGI boss sprites are some of the best I've seen in a while. The background music, on the other hand, wasn't as memorable as I would have hoped, but it still complements the action on screen perfectly and keeps you in a sweaty palm trance as you try for that coveted 1 credit clear. What's really great is that it seems like the shoot-'em-up genre is on a bit of a resurgence as of late, at least in the indie realm. It has always been one of my favorite types of arcade games to play, and Fast Striker is exactly what I was looking for to get my high score fix. If you're a fan of the genre, I highly recommend you try this game out. So what do you guys think of Fast Striker? Are you content with the digital release? Or do you need more of that limited physical edition goodness in your life? Let me know way down there in the comments. If you like gaming shenanigans, including all of my written reviews, then be sure to check out the Backlog Odyssey website. I'll leave a link in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter at Backlog Odyssey and Instagram at The Backlog Odyssey to stay up to date with when we publish new content. Until next time, folks, I'm Patrick, and this is the Backlog Odyssey. Have a good one.
Warning, enemy approach.